Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing a bonus angel message channeling reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. So when the cards stick to my fingers, that is Spirit telling me, okay, those are your cards. That's where we need to stop. So we have 3. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Star, which is Aquarius energy. And we have the Moon, which is Pisces energy. But I love it because, like, just as, you know, the cards are turning over, the Star and the Moon, it's just like the night sky is our limit. There's a sense of freedom, but there's also a sense of adventure and discovery and insight really coming forward during this time. That beautiful night sky just keeps on shining forward in my mind's eye while seeing this for you guys. So if one of you guys loves stargazing or, you know, is really into the moon, this message is going to be even more powerful for you. So our angels here are busy at work with the Wheel of Fortune, untangling a lot of the mess that just simply living, simply being alive, human, gets us into. So we're going to see a new turn of events, a new way forward. Then we have the Star. This is what we wish for, really coming forward. This is what we want. And there's a sense of beauty coming into our lives. There's a sense of power and instincts and desire coming forward. There's a sense of being free. And it just makes me so happy. I don't know if you can hear the smile in my voice, but I have a huge smile on my face where it's just like, oh, finally. And then we have the Moon. And the Moon is this begin to light our way. But we're also looking at a lot of the shadows, a lot of the doubts, a lot of the fears that have held us back before. So there's a real sense here of like, there is so much more to lead me forward than what I had thought. I'm not being held back. I'm not being denied. So let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. We have 2. We have the King of Wands and we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The King of Pentacles, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're first being told not to get in our own way, which is very important, but we're also being told not to make everything so logical or so practical or so like rigid, because that's going to be something that really will hold us back during this time. Surrounding ourselves with people or having people who are very intense in our lives, who are so very practical, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but there's just this sense of they're taking away the joy, they're taking away the spark, like they're going to narrow down the sky for us, and that's going to be something that we have to just be aware of during this time. It moves us to our chakra energy. And we have Soul's Healing. This is the Soul Star Chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. There's a sense of healing. There's a sense of grounding. There's a sense of beauty and understanding coming forward. We're feeling more connected now than we have in a while. And we're feeling as if we're being guided and as if we're being healed, as we're just standing in place. And that's going to be really quite beautiful for us. Now let's look here. Let's go deeper. We have 2. We have the Knight of Swords and we have the Nine of Cups. The Knight of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We are pushing forward. We're going after what it is that we want. We're being told not to go so quickly. So if we go too fast, we're going to miss things. So that's going to be something that we need to be mindful of during this time. There's also a sense of I'm moving towards what I want. I will not be held back. I will not be silenced. I am moving towards my goal. So there is such a strong instinct to us, but there's also such a strong energy to us, the sense of pushing, going, achieving, desiring, that it's almost like we've gotten this like jolt of energy to us during this time. And so here, just moving forward in it, just embracing it, is going to be really great for us, because it's going to be the sense of I am moving after what I want and nothing is going to stop me. So this is the time to get things done. Then we have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is what we wish for coming forward. There's beauty to it. We have the Major Arcana Wish card with the Star. We have the Minor Arcana Wish card with the 9 of Cups. There is just such a sense of beauty, such a sense of what my soul has longed for coming into play, harmonizing itself, and really moving us forward during this time. Ooh, 2 again. We have the 8 of Air, and we have the 2 of Earth. So the 8 of Air is the 8 of Swords. There's something here that's holding us back mentally. The 8 of Swords in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is the person, you know, surrounded by swords, kind of tied up, right, with themselves blindfolded. There is the sense of I cannot move forward. And there's almost a sense of if everything falls, like if I move the wrong way, everything will fall apart. We're putting a lot of stress on our shoulders. We're putting a lot of weight on ourselves, and we have to be mindful of this. We have to get out of our own heads, and we have to step into a place where we don't have to be as in control. There can be something that is making us be in control. Like we have our families, we have, you know, our work. We need to be in control, but we also need to step away, because there's something here where we're getting too much in our own heads, and that's going to weigh us down. That's going to keep us from where we need to be. So being mindful of this, because that it goes against, there's this energy of, okay, I'm doing the Knight of Swords, you know, I'm achieving, I'm going after, and then the 8 of Air comes in, and it's like, just the brakes are put on. So just be mindful about this. And it can be that we just put a lot on our shoulders during this time, then we get in our own heads, we psych ourselves out. So be mindful of this. We then have the 2 of Earth. We need to have ourselves balanced before we can balance everything else. And that's going to be really important here. There's some sort of anxiety around us. There's some sort of something here that it's like I just feel like I'm trying to pull forward, right? And there's something holding me back. So like there's like a harness around you that's pulling you back while you're trying to move forward. That's very much the energy that I'm getting right here for us, Taurus. So just be very mindful of this during this time. This could be just for one person who just feels stuck. It's like, no matter how hard I try, it's like you're trying to pull a tire, right? You see those things where people like pull the tires around their waist for exercise. It's like that, except not only do you have a tire, but you have like a whole village sitting on that tire, and you just can't move it forward. And there's going to be a sense of like, you guys have to get up and you have to walk. You guys have to move forward for yourselves. And that's going to be a very powerful thing during this time. It's not going to be mean. It's not going to be, you know, angry. It's just going to be, this is what needs to be done. And so again, that could be for one very specific person, but there is this sense of, I cannot pull all of this. I cannot be in control of all of this. You guys have to, you have to balance it all out, right? We need to move forward in harmony. It brings us then to go deeper. So this deck, I believe, has 2 extra cards in it. And here we have the Well, we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups, we have the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. The repeat of the number 8 is just telling us that we're going to take this time very seriously. So we have to be mindful about that. We have to be mindful about how serious we're being, you know, how much we're spending in like deep concentration. Like people will even look at our faces sometimes and be like, oh, okay, you're busy, or you're, you know, intensely working on something. And we'll be like, no, I'm just kind of relaxing. But there's going to be a intense look on our face or an angry look on our face. So be mindful of that, especially since so much is opening to us. So much is here for us to take. Like the world is opening, like the stars and the sun, not the sun, but the stars and the moon are shining forward on us and really illuminating us forward, that we don't want to miss this. We don't want it to be taken away. There's this sense of, I'm walking away from what I once thought I would love. I'm walking away from what no longer fits. And there is this real sense here, Taurus, that right now I'm releasing the past. I'm releasing so much of the past that I have carried for so long, and it has defined me for years upon years, and I'm done with it. And it can, again, be just for one very specific person where we've kept that same story with us. I'm actually just kind of getting very emotional with this, because how often do we, have the past come forward in our lives, or, have ourselves wishing, oh, I wish I could go back to when it was easier, or to when I lived here, or to when, it was like this. And here it's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm moving forward in where I am right now, and I'm making it beautiful. And that's going to be so powerful for us. There's a sense of a collaboration here. There's a sense of like, we're not in it alone. There's a beautiful collaboration. There's a beautiful coming together. Now, this can just be with our angels and our spirit guides and ourselves. And there's just this radiance to us once we step into that power, which is absolutely breathtaking, Taurus. But there is also the sense of, I'm working with others, I'm getting different ideas, I'm looking at different opinions, I'm moving myself forward. And as this happens, as this wealth comes in, there's a new wave of creativity, there's a new wave of insight, there's a new wave of understanding. I'm drinking deeply from the well of inspiration, and all of a sudden it's like I'm stepping out of a shell, I'm stepping out of a fog, I'm stepping out of a haze, and I'm stepping into myself. And it's just like I'm free. I'm finally free. It's taken years, but I'm finally me again. And that is just, it's just revolutionary. It's just so beautiful. It really is. Okay, so our chakra message here, not our chakra message, our message to be mindful of is the Knight of Cups. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. This is saying be very mindful of emotions taking over, of people emotionally manipulating us, of being pushed one way over another, because that's what will make another person feel better, and it's not necessarily what will make us feel better. So do be mindful of this. We then have our chakra energy, which is divine wisdom. This is, again, the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. This is inspiration, this is insight, this is knowing and having like this wonderful knowledge in our heads, and we don't know where it came from, we don't know why we're drawn to this, and it's going to be so inspiring for us. We then have our subconscious tarot message, the Tower. And that's such a thing, because Spirit is saying here, the past is crumbling away, right? The Tower has fallen and we're set free. It's very much a Rapunzel like energy here, where I get to escape the Tower. I get to escape where I was held back for so long. And yes, it has been traumatic, because I had to go forward. I had to, break out of my comfort zone. But now it is also so powerful. It brings us then to the Tower again. Oh my gosh. So we have the Tower coming through subconsciously twice. We feel shaken at times during this time. We feel like, okay, am I getting my footing? Do I know where it is that I want to be? We've had the ground shaken from underneath us, and we're getting our footing again. We're finding our strength, our power, our insight. And so here, it's like we just have to honor that within us, that there is a powerful change leading us forward, but it is a beautiful change. It's like where we end up is so much better than where we were. And it brings us to the Messenger of Earth. And this is the Knight, right? I believe this is the Knight, where this is the sense of messages coming forward for us. This is earth sign energy. This is us. This is us getting our messages. This is us receiving. This is us understanding so much more about ourselves. Now, this is us defending, but also having this childlike inspirational energy to us. I'm not going to, stay in this box. I'm not going to look at exactly what people are telling me. Like, look this way, see exactly this. I'm going to break out and see so much more. And there's such a power to us because of this. There's also such a beautiful way of calling wealth forward during this time, because we're not trapped in, we're not boxed in. It moves us then to the Queen of Cups. This is loving inspiration that is guiding us forward, that is healing us. This is us connecting with somebody who just has a beautiful heart, who has this way of calming us down, of centering us. This is a person that we get to talk to. This is a person that that loves us and that really cherishes being with us. This could be a woman, right? Or this could be somebody with very feminine energy. One of my brothers always comes up as the Knight of Cups because he's just such a caring, nurturing person. So don't think, oh, okay, it has to be not the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. Don't think, oh, it just has to be like this. The box is broader. Spirit sees things in such a broader way than we do. So here we're embracing the sense of love, the sense of healing, the sense of passion, the sense of power that guides us. And it's amplifying the Pisces energy here. It's amplifying the power of the moon, and the moon in its new form, where like there are endless possibilities that abound from the new cycle of its existence, and then the moon from the full moon that puts the spotlight on us, that shows us. And so during this time, we're going to feel that both those energies coming forward, and we're really going to be embracing ourselves and what we love and what's important to us. We're finding our joy again, and that is really quite beautiful. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let us end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time and of ourselves, and as we call in the joy. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus.